everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Nikki with MontanaCrochetCreations.com. In today's video, we're going to be making this really cute daisy flower granny square. And what I'm doing with this is I'm actually making a bunch of them and going to make a blanket. So I will show you, once we get done with this, I'll show you how to attach it in order to start working on your blanket. So we're going to need a few things for this project. The first thing we're going to need is a 3.5 millimeter crochet hook, or an E4. We'll also need a pair of craft scissors. You're going to need a yarn needle. We're going to use any number 4 yellow worsted weight yarn. I believe this one was Caron, but I can't remember the color. I'll make sure and leave that in the description box below. You're going to need a pink number 4 worsted weight yarn. This one is Caron as well. And then I am using, for my blanket main color, I'm using the Lion Brand Ice Cream Big Scoop. And this one is in the color, let's see here, mint. So I love this one. I think that it turned out, it's really cute, the way that it marbles and everything like that with the different colors. I think it makes the granny square look pretty unique. So go ahead and grab all of your supplies that you're going to need for this project, and we'll get started on this granny square. All right, so the very first thing that we're going to do in order to start out this granny square is I'm going to take my yellow yarn and we are going to create a magic circle. That's going to be this very middle piece right here, so the very center of our daisy. So this is the way that I do my magic circle. So I wrap it around my 2 fingers, and I hold this top piece of yarn. It crisscrosses over this bottom piece, and I hold that with my ring finger. Then I take my crochet hook and I grab that top piece of yarn and pull it through and twist as I pull it through. And now you can see that it has like this twist right here. Next thing I'm going to do is reach over and grab this yarn and pull that right through this little loop right here. Now we have the beginnings of our magic circle. So we're going to chain 2 here. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place 11 double crochet inside this magic circle. And if you don't know how to do a double crochet, I'll leave a link up in the right-hand corner here that will teach you how to do a double crochet. So we're going to yarn over and insert our hook into that magic circle. And we're going to pull through, we're going to yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2 again. So we're going to do that for a total of 11 times. This chain 2 right here at the beginning does not count as our first double crochet. So this one that we just did is our first double crochet. So that's 1. We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, grab a little more yarn. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, and our last one for 11. Next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this yarn tail here and we're going to pull that nice and tight, and that just closed up our magic circle. So we're going to insert our hook into this very first double crochet right here. Remember that chain 2 does not count. So we're going to insert into this very first double crochet and we're going to pull our yarn through. Now we're going to change colors, and this is how I like to change colors. Some people like to pull it all the way through and knot off, and then attach their second color and start from there, but this is what I like to do when I change colors. So I'm going to grab my scissors here, and I'm going to just clip my yarn and get that out of the way. Now I'm going to grab my pink yarn here, and I am going to take, I'm just going to pull my pink yarn right straight through those 2 loops. Then I'm going to chain 4 And then this is a step that I like to do. It just ensures that it's not going to come undone in the wash. And I know tying a knot in crochet is a big no-no, but I've found that it just gives me a little bit of peace of mind and I don't have to worry about it coming undone, especially knowing that this blanket will be washed in the washing machine. So we're gonna go ahead and tie a little knot here. And so we've got our first 4 chains. So what this is going to count as is a triple crochet. So what we are going to do is we're going to go into this chain 4 space right here, and we're going to place 2 more triple crochet. So in order to do a triple crochet, we're going to yarn over our crochet hook 2 times. Then we're going to insert our hook into that space. We're going to yarn up and pull through there. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 of those loops, and we're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. Normally you would yarn over and pull through these last 2 loops, but we're not going to do that because we're creating our little flower petal here. So we're going to repeat this again. Yarn over twice and go back into that same space and pull up a loop. We're going to yarn over and pull through 2 loops and yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Now you have these 3 loops right here on your hook, and that's what you want. So we are going to yarn over and pull through all 3 of those loops. All right, so we've created our first petal and we have our chain 2 space. So what we're going to do next is we're going to do 3 triple crochet in this very next stitch. And I'm going to crochet over these 2 yarn tails from when I changed colors. So we're gonna yarn over our hook twice and insert our hook into that next stitch. We're gonna pull our yarn up, we're going to pull through 2, and then we are pulling through 2 again. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. So we're going to yarn over again twice on our hook, insert our hook into that next same stitch. We're going to pull through 2 loops, get that, yarn over and pull through 2 more loops. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, and we're going to yarn over our hook 2 more times, go into that stitch, pull up our loop. We're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops again. Now this time we have 4 loops on our hook, and that's because that first loop right here came from that chain 2 space. So we're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. And then we're going to chain 2. And what we've done is we have created our next flower petal. So we're going to continue doing that all the way around this entire center piece here until we get back to this very first cluster of flower petals. So we've come all the way around here and created all of our little flower petals, and we've got one last little stitch here that we're going to create our triple crochet cluster in here. And then I'll show you how we are going to connect. So there's our first triple crochet. We're going to do our second triple crochet, and then now our third. Pull through all 4 of those, chain 2, and what we're doing is we're coming over to the top of this chain 4 space here, and we are going to slip stitch into the top of that chain 4 space. And this is going to be a little tight and a little tough to get through, but just kind of work it through and you'll get that. One way to work around that is you could probably make your beginning chain 4 a little bit more loose, but I tend to crochet a little tight. So, and then now what we're going to do is I'm not going to pull through and finish with a slip stitch. We're going to clip our yarn and we're going to switch over to the Mint yarn from Lion brand. So let's go ahead and we're going to grab our Mint yarn. It is. And we're going to do basically the same thing. We're just going to pull our yarn through here. You can obviously tell it's been a while. We've been in the process of moving and I haven't posted a video. So now we're going to chain 3. Again, I'm going to flip it over and tie these 2 pieces of yarn together with a knot, so that way it doesn't come undone. And again, you don't have to do that. You can just crochet over yours if you want, but I feel a little more safe by tying it in a knot. So we've got our chain 3 here. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put 2 more double crochet in this opening right here, because this chain 3 right here counts as our first double crochet. And again, I've left that link up in the right corner on how to do a double crochet, but we're going to yarn over and insert our hook, pull through 2. Now we've got 3 loops on our hook, pull through 2 more loops and pull through 2 more loops. Now we have 2 double crochet. We're going to do that one more time. Now, the very next thing that we're going to do is in this next chain 2 space right here. So you can see that we are going to place a 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet, and I'm going to crochet over these yarn tails. So we're going to place 3 double crochet. There's 1, 2, and 3. Oops. And we're going to chain, well, if I can get that. There we go. Chain 3. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and we're placing 3 more double crochet in this exact same spot right here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Now what that has done is that's created our very first corner of our granny square here. So in the very next chain 2 space, we're going to place 3 double crochet. 2, and we have 3. Now we're going to come over to this next space and place 3 double crochet. So there's 1, 2, some more yarn, and we have 3. Now the next space we're going to do another corner. So we're going to do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, all in the same space. Now we've got our second corner right there. And you can see it's made our corners nice. So the very next space, we're going to place 3 double crochet. And we're working along the top here. And we're going to do that twice. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And then we're going to place 3 double crochet in this next chain 2 space. And this is 3. And then we're going to do another corner space right here in this chain 2. So that's 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. So over the next 2 spaces, we're going to place 3 double crochet in each one of these spaces. I was almost going out of shot there. There's 1, 2, oops, and 3. We're going to do that in the next chain 2 space. There's 1, 2, and 3. A little more yarn. Now we're making another corner space right here in this chain 2. So 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. There's 1, 2, and 3. We've got 1, 2, 3 chains, and then 3 double crochet again. We just moved into town, so it is so much more loud than it was when we were living out in the country. So I apologize if you guys hear things in the background. So this next space, we're going to do 3 double crochet, And we're just going to slide over here and slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. Now, so we've got our first little round there, and you can see it's created our nice cute little square. So what we're going to do next is we're going to work on our second row of the granny square. So we're going to chain 3, and in this first space right here where we just did our slip stitch, we're going to place 2 more double crochet. So there's 1 because our chain 3 counts as 1, and then we've got 2. And then now we have 3. We're gonna hop over here to this next space and do 3 double crochet. And my family is home. I can hear the garage door opening. And you guys are gonna hear the dogs bark in a second. I almost guarantee it. And then now we're at our corner space. So we're gonna create another corner space. We're gonna do 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet. I think the dog is nice and muddy and dirty. My husband and daughter went on a hike this morning. So I almost guarantee you that our Corgi and our German Shepherd is a filthy mess. Okay, so now we're going to come over to this chain 2 space. We're going to push 3 double crochet, working along the top here. I'm going to skip over to the next chain 2 or the next space and place 3 double crochet. And again into the next space, 3 double crochet. And then we're going to place our 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet in the corner here. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. So placing 3 double crochet in each of these spaces until you come to the corner. And then in the corner, you're going to do 3 double crochet, a chain 3, and 3 double crochet. We're going to repeat that all the way around until we get back to the very beginning here. When we get back to the beginning, we're just going to slip stitch to the top of that chain 3. So go ahead and finish doing that, and then I will meet you back when we're all the way back to the beginning. All right, so we're at the very end here, and I've slip stitched to the top of that very first chain 3. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start working on this single crochet border that goes all the way around the edge of this granny square. So let's chain 1, and we're going to single crochet in that chain 1 space. We're going to single crochet in every single stitch all the way across the top here until we get to this corner. And when we get to the corner, I'll show you what we're going to do, because we're going to have to continue that corner going around. All right, so we're at the corner, and we're going to single crochet in this stitch right here. It's this very last double crochet. And then now we've got these 2 stitches. So we're going to place 3 single crochet in this middle stitch of the chain 3 right here. So there's 1, 2, and we have 3. So now we're going to single crochet in this very last chain here of that chain 3, if I can get that in there. And now we're going to continue to single crochet in every single stitch across the top until we come back to that corner space again. There's 1. So we're just going to work all the way across the top here. Oops, I unraveled that. So now we're going to go back into this middle stitch here and place 3 single crochet. There's 1, 2, and we have 3. That's created our corner. Now we're going to go into our last single crochet, or our last stitch right here. And obviously I chained a little too tight. We're going to single crochet all the way across the top here until we get back to the corner. When we get to the corner, we're going to repeat that, putting 3 single crochet in that middle stitch. Then we're going to go all the way around until we come back to the beginning where we started our first single crochet. All right, so we're coming up to our very last stitch, and what we're going to do is slip stitch to that very first single crochet, and we're going to repeat this for 2 more rounds. So we're going to chain 1 and single crochet in that chain 1 space. We're going to repeat all the way around, making sure to place 3 single crochet in that corner stitch. So we're coming up to the corner here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about, where to grab it. So we're that very last stitch at the edge, and then we've got this third, which would have been our chain 3. So we're placing 3 single crochet in that stitch right there. And that's going to round our corner here on our crochet granny square. So we're going to continue to crochet across the top. And when you come to the other corner, you're just going to repeat that, putting that 3 single crochet in that corner stitch. So go ahead and repeat this process all the way around until you've completed 3 rows, and then I will meet you right back. All right, so we're at the end here, and I've completed all 3 of my rounds. And what we're going to do is just clip our yarn and fasten off. So that is it. So you've created your Daisy Granny Square, which is really cute. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. Like I'm making a blanket with mine, but you can make a pillow with it and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 and I'm going to show you how I go about attaching them together. So here's my, excuse me, here's my piece that I'm making where I've got everything kind of attached together. It's going to be a really cute blanket, I feel like. I'm making my blanket 10 squares long, and I'm not sure how many squares wide it's going to be. It just really depends on the length that you want your blanket to be. If you wanted to do a pillow, you could do probably like 4 squares by 5 squares wide. It would be really cute for that. And then you just repeat the process. But what we're going to do, if you want to attach them like I'm going to, we're just going to take and single crochet the 2 tops of these 2 pieces together. So I like to take this back loop of this first square and the back loop of the second square and single crochet those together. I've laid both of my squares down where it's the opposite ends are facing each other, and we're going to go ahead and just single crochet across the tops of these here to attach them together. And it's going to give it this really cute little detail that kind of sticks up off of the square whenever you open it up. And I'll show you after we complete that on what I'm talking about. So go ahead and let's single crochet our 2 squares together, working along the top here, and then I'll meet you back right here at the very end. All right, so we're coming up to the end. Oops. There we go, and we're going to finish off with our very last single crochet. So what we're going to do is we're just going to fasten off our yarn. And that's it. So now when you open it up, you can see it's clip this little piece here. it and fasten off or weave my yarn tail all the way in. So I'm just going to clip that since I'd crocheted over the top of it. So now what you have is you have this really cute little detailed border that kind of sticks up right here. So as you're attaching everything, you're going to have these little details that stick up in between each square, and then you'll have them that stick up along the entire length of your blanket when you stitch it together. And that's it. So that's how you make this really cute daisy granny square. It's made with a lot of simple stitches. You can easily use this with a pattern for a crochet pillow. You can do a blanket. It'd be really cute for a springtime table runner for your table. And that's it. So I'm excited to see what all you guys come up with, play around with all your colors, and make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe to this video. Don't forget to ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of these fun tutorials as I post weekly crochet videos. And that is it. So I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye-bye.